All right, and so a part of their sex magic rituals was giving Jaron a free bottle of hair conditioner that said Pamela on it. It was literally a custom conditioner. It said custom conditioner for Pamela. And so a part of their sex magic and their death cult magic and their rituals, it goes as such. They were instructed to make sure that Jaron received this as a free gift or just whatever he got, something he got from the food bank for free. And his negligence led to it being at the bottom of the shower. And just as I got into the shower early in the morning, without even hesitating, I slipped. And this is how it's trying to mind control these misfortunes, and this is the type of voodoo that it is using that is effective, because it is arranging for this to happen ahead of time, like way ahead of time. So it can simulate the feeling of being beat down by Jaron's favorite porn star. This is exactly and precisely how. These are not delusions, these are patterns. And wouldn't you know, that was his favorite conditioner. They know that he's going to play his part. They use him as a pawn. They know that he's going to use that conditioner to stroke his dick with. They know that he's negligent enough to leave it just a complete safety hazard. So this is the effective voodoo that they're constantly bragging about doing. This is the type of witchcraft and the ritual magic that they're doing that takes the form of real mind-controlled misfortunes. Unfortunately, innocent people do get hurt. This is not some sick, sinister, coincidental accident. I did not accidentally fall in the shower. You all need to stop. Stop with the delusions. I did not accidentally fall and slip and hurt myself. No. I was injured as a result of somebody's negligence that is so extreme, it's a fucking safety hazard. That's how fucking dirty it is. It cleans nothing. And so when it has no more children to brainwash in order to use them as useful pawns in its war, when there are no more children for the enemy to brainwash in order to do the physical sabotage, when there are no more children for the enemy to exploit in order to use children and brainwash them and groom them in order for the abuse and the physical sabotage to occur, this is the alternate method. So because there are no more children for the enemy to exploit, there are no more children for the enemy to use as a pawn in order to facilitate this physical sabotage, you're going to start seeing other alternative tactics and other methods that it is actually infiltrating and attacking using these alternative methods. So now that there are no more children for the enemy to groom and exploit for the physical sabotage part, of the operation, grooming children, exploiting children, this is all necessary. They use children as pawns because children lack a conscience. Children don't have a fully developed conscience. So they're easy to mind control, they're easy to brainwash, they're easy to manipulate, and to use them for the physical sabotage portion, for the physical sabotage part of the operation. When children are no longer available for the physical sabotage operation, part of the operation, they have to resort to alternative methods. They're trying to make it seem as if all of this is a coincidence. All of this is an accident. No, it never was. They're trying to make it seem as if this is all just some massive coincidence. This is all some major accident. It never was. People who believe a single word out of the enemy's mouth are choosing to believe delusions, are choosing to believe lies. This happened on purpose because it was a setup. It was staged from the jump and precisely went down how it was designed, how it was operated, how it was staged from start to finish. There was always a plan for them to give Jerron Pamela conditioner, for him to leave it at the bottom of the shower to make the bath slippery. So I'll slip and possibly die in there. That was always the plan. This was another covert assassination attack or attempt right in and of itself. So once you get to the point where you're seeing this every single day, practically every day, there are no more accidents. There is no more plausible deniability. The proof is in the pudding. The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. And so I've been telling you all for quite some time that the enemy's goal, the enemy's agenda, the enemy's plan for depopulation is to stage a synthetic, faulty mental health diagnosis. To say that the victim was obsessive, to say that the victim was crazy, so it can stage a synthetic, faulty mental health diagnosis, so it can stage a synthetic suicide program. So that's the idea. The reason why they're introducing honeypots on the side of the street posing as innocent bystanders is so that it can stage a fake obsession. So it can stage a synthetic suicide programming. So whatever ends up happening, they will try to rule some sort of an accident. Didn't I say this whole entire time the enemy was grooming, seducing Jerron into being evil so he'll kill me for the rape culture? The traffickers that run the rape culture? Didn't I say that was always the goal? That is precisely the details.